I am here live with one of the top wide receivers in the entire nation, Mr. Marcus Harris on the 5-Star Flex.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the 5-Star Flex, where being a 5-star isn't just a ranking, it's a mentality. I'm your host, Phillip Dukes, aka Dukes D Scoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dukes D Scoop, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Marcus Harris, one of the top in the country. Marcus, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. So tell everybody like where you from and what it was like growing up there.
I'm from California. I live in the Corona area. Half my life, me and my mom lived out in St. Louis with my grandpa, me and my grandma, and then I really started playing football when I turned about like 8, and that's when I moved back to California. And with my grandpa, I watched a lot of sports. Watched like literally every sport, like basketball, soccer, baseball, football, every sport. So really, I was around sports a lot, and when I was around him, we watched sports. And I really, I started with basketball first, actually, before I played football. Started with basketball, and you could tell that I was more of a, I didn't play football yet, but I was more of a defensive guy. I wasn't really always a guy, so I had that football mentality. So that's when I started, playing football, watching guys like Tavon Austin and Marcus Mariota and D'Anthony Thomas, and that's when I really just got into football. And then from there.
When you say, when people talk about your game, what would you say is the best part of your game, or what you get the most credit for?
Really, I think the best part of my game is, I'm not really like the 6'2", 6'3" receiver. I feel like I can play slot and wide out, and I feel like the best thing in my game is a jump ball. You know what I'm saying? For me to be 5'11", 6 foot, a lot of people don't think I can go up and get the ball, but I really feel like I can win that one-on-one matchup. Get the ball, and I feel like I could just do everything. I got the speed, I got the routes. I feel like I could just do everything. You can put me anywhere, X, Y, Z, anywhere.
All right, so you talked a lot about like as far as the relationship with granddad and the relationship with your mom. Talk to me about how they kind of impacted you outside of what you already said, but or any particular lessons that they may have given you that you use like on a daily basis.
Really, my grandpa really started it. You know what I'm saying? He's the reason why I really do it. He passed, but he's the reason I really do it. You know what I'm saying? He used to always come to all my games. Any sport I played, supported me. I also forgot to mention I played soccer too. So, he just supported me every sport. He used to always take me to the basketball courts, get my shots up, and then with football, what I'm saying? He just supported me. He never really played football, but he supported me. He watched a lot, so he knew what was going on. And then my mom, she's my everything, she supports everything I do, She's literally like my manager, you know what I'm saying? She talks to every coach. And, every college I go, anywhere I go, any footballer, anything football related, she's always on go with it. She's literally like, she knows more than any football dad, anybody. Like, she's just real, like, educated with the game. And, I really thank her for that because, a lot of moms don't, really know that. And they just, try to go with the flow. But my mom knows everything. And she's always supported me. And, that's one thing, I'm going to try to make it for her and, get the thing done for her.
No, I love that.
Yes, sir.
If you weren't an athlete, if you had to pick a career, what career would you pick for yourself without being an athlete?
Really, I love sports, so I can't see myself without sports. It's a lot of options for me. Really, all these options got to do with sports. So, I just love the game. I love anything sports related. So, one thing is probably being like, a broadcaster, watching dudes, just like, yourself and, interviewing guys like that, you know what I'm saying? And also, being able to be like, an agent, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys like that, build a relationship with guys and things like that. I think it's just fun, being able to watch players, like me, be in shoes, a lot of coaches, things like that, and just help guys out.
If you could interview anybody, any athlete right now, who would your first interview be and why?
LeBron, man, that's my favorite athlete, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I was actually just watching a Laker game right now. Yeah, it's just a lot of questions you can ask him. He's been in the league forever, took on a lot of things, he's been the most hated. I would for sure like have a lot of questions ready for him.
If you had to describe yourself in 1 or 2 words, what word or words would you use?
I say that, I'm outgoing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm real like, I'm real friendly. I feel like, I can just, anybody, whoever it is, little kids, dudes older than me, anybody, I just feel like, I could just talk to, And, if anybody has anything, talk to me about, I can just be there and, talk to them. And yeah.
All right, so Modern Day played Creekside last year, right?
Yeah.
So Creekside, that's my neck of the woods.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. One of my childhood buddies, man, he's the head coach. A lot of guys on that staff from my neighborhood, and that whole time they were saying, nobody plays football like we play in Georgia.
Yeah.
All right, so they went out there cross country, and they got it went B2A, so to speak.
Yeah,
So,
it was. I mean, I think it was a good game for for us, for both of them, for us and them. What I'm saying, I feel like I didn't really look at their schedule or nothing like that for they played us, but it probably did help them in a way. We probably able to make them better and things like that. But it was still a fun game. Offensively wise, we were just connecting like that, passing the ball, and literally I think every receiver had a touchdown. So it was a fun game for sure.
what do you think about? So, is the best football in high school in California?
For sure. I mean, like, we produce the best quarterbacks. I mean, we have the most, like, I think we have the most Hall of Famers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's us in Florida, but I really just feel like it's a lot of sneaky guys that come out of California. For like Florida, Texas, schools. I mean, states like that have the guys who come out with a high ceiling. But I feel like we're real like underrated. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we last longer in the NFL and things like that. But we for sure had the best quarterbacks for sure. That's one thing for sure.
All right, Marcus. A lot of people want to know where you're going to school.
Yeah.
I'm a say a school, and you tell me if you did commit to go there, why you would commit to there.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with Texas.
Mm. You know, really just the coaching staff, what I'm saying? And really like the whole coaching staff, every time I go up there, I talk to literally everybody, they make sure they say what's up, ask how I was going, things like that. And I really feel like, a lot of them don't just do that just because that's their job. I really feel like they, want to do that, things like that, and they're always good with my family. And really, Coach Jackson, that's my guy. He wasn't there, he wasn't the first guy to offer me, but once he got the job, he hit me up. We immediately clicked like that. You know what I'm saying? We come from the same place. He wants some other day. We have a lot of mutuals. So that's one good thing about them. And, Coach Starr, he's just, offensive guru. He has a lot of receivers that came out. It's for that Xavier Worthy and Don Mitchell come out. So, that's a staff I really like for sure.
All right, let's talk about Oregon.
Yeah. Oregon, what I'm saying? Same thing with them. They're really like, related to Texas, but that was my dream school growing up. Like I said, my grandpa watching sports, that was probably like the first college team I seen, their jerseys, the fast way they play offense, the speed option, all that. And, that's a team I've been watching for a minute and, always been a fan of, what I'm saying? Everybody has their school that they've been liking. And that's the school, I've always dreamed of playing for. And, the coaching staff is, really Coach Landon, that's a coach right there that, you can't really get a lot of head coaches like that. You know what I'm saying? He's real. He's always talking to the players. He's a player's coach for sure. Like a lot of head coaches are, really there, real on it. He's on it too. But you know what I'm saying? He's really like a lot of players that went to my school go there and they tell me about him a lot. Say he's a great coach, things like that. Coach Junior Adams, that's my guy. They talk to him too. He's a chill dude. I like that, because I feel like I'm a chill guy myself. So, yeah, that whole staff is cool. You know what I'm saying? We have a group chat. Me and my mom in it, we just communicate every now and then. It's good. I like that. So, yeah.
Right.
Mm.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? I just started watching them, you know what I'm saying? I just started watching them play, with Jalen Hyatt and things like that. But they for sure have a Cali connection. And, they really, really, really love to throw the ball. And, I'm a receiver. So, that's one thing for me. I, love going out there catching deep balls, things like that. But, yeah, their offense is just, really trying to get their receivers in the space. And, I feel like, that could be a spot for me, you know what I'm saying? Because, they have the receivers. They're just now starting to get receivers out. So, that's a good thing for sure. And, the staff, every time I go up there, cool all the time. So, what I'm saying? That's a staff for sure that I like. Coach Pope, Coach Hazel, they have a lot of, they have some Cali connections. That's most of the schools that I like, they have Cali connections. Really don't want to go somewhere where, I just feel like, I'm an outsider. Want to go somewhere,
Right.
feel like, I'm family and things like that for sure.
Okay. Let's go Bama.
Yeah. Bama, what I'm saying? I just got the offer February, they came from Washington. And, I honestly, Washington would have been in there, but, the whole staff moved. So, once they got to Bama, they made sure, made me feel like a priority, literally called me up. All them dudes, they came up to the school, were able to see me. I was able to go out there, visit, got the offer. But, I really like the school. You know what I'm saying? The staff is just one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? They literally just came off a run, you know what I'm saying? And, they're not trying to go back down. They're still trying to go up. And, with them going at Bama, you know what I'm saying? They can really keep going and keep going and keep going and get the guys that they really want. Because, at Washington, a lot of people was iffy about it. But, now they're at Bama. They have the resources and all of that. And the coaching staff, I actually like the coaching staff. Coach Shep, that's my guy. You see the things he's been doing receivers, 2 receivers, not I don't think just 2, I think 3 with 1,000 yards, something like that. But, those guys weren't high rank guys either. They were, he built them up and, developed them. That's one thing I really want is, to get developed. They got the tools and things like that. And they're passing team coach board played receivers. So, they're gonna want to get their guys in the space and make things happen. But that's a program for sure that, I've been liking for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's a dream school for sure.
All right. Last but not least, UGA.
Yes, sir. Georgia, that was one of my first big offers. Went out there to camp my start of my sophomore year. And, that's when my recruitment really took off. Went up there for a camp. Got to see the, facilities, things like that. Facilities was nice. Coach Kirby Smart, he's that guy, you know what I'm saying? And, the whole staff is real welcoming. And they had Coach BMAC before, but, he ended up going to NFL. So, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I thought, it's kind of over with Georgia, because, it's kind of too late in my recruitment to build a relationship. But I didn't know that until Coach Coley came from South Carolina. And he was previously there, 2 years ago or 3 years ago when George Pickens, all them dudes was there when they won the national championship. And, you know what I'm saying? He told me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just trying to restart that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't, won a championship since then. And, they had a great group of receivers come out, him, Nicole Hartman, and, some other dudes. But, yeah, for sure, I started building a relationship with Coach Coley like that. And, I took a visit up there, got to meet him for the first time, got to see the practice for the first time. And, it was good, you know what I'm saying? Just be able to relationship. All the coaches are cool like that. They for sure have a lot of Cali connections for real. So, that's good also. And, being able to talk to Coach Kirby Smart, he's a legend for sure. And, he's always going to compete for a national championship. And that's something I always want to do.
All right. Marcus, when you looking at making your final decision?
I don't have a date set, but, I think before the season start, just find the right time and, keep, praying to God and, just keep talking to my family and just see where it takes me for sure.
Right now, are these the only 5 official visits that you're taking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
you have a leader right now?
Nah, I say they all, at the same thing, same place right now because still got to take my OVs, got to see how, I like things. I'm going to spend time with them, spend time with the coaches, really see who they are, see where I can fit in the schools. So, yeah.
All right, nephew. All right, when you get finished with all your OVs, you got to come back on. You got to tell us how they went.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, where can everybody find you on social media?
So my Instagram is Mar11cuz, and then my Twitter is Mar the Greatest.
All right. Hey, man. See you soon, Marcus.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.